So welcome back peeps to the episode 2 of this Nissan Note sound system upgrade. Speakers, 4-channel amp later on, and a subwoofer. So, speakers have been installed, everything has been put back together, I've got all the door cards in. So now it is time to run this lovely wiring. Well actually, this goes with that. This goes to the battery. That goes in the boot. So basically we need to get the power cable from the front through the back, through the side, all the way to the back. To the back. Right, where is this? Where is the engine thing? Oh. 2 seconds. Couldn't see. So come on, get in. So basically the mission is to run the power cable basically through there somewhere, up in here, and I'm not sure, probably be alongside to the positive terminal. That's the terminals. Let's see if there's more. Yeah, so we've got to run them. I'll probably actually install it in there. That looks better than that greasy one. I don't want to re-grease the thing. So that's the crack. So if we look, it's kind of further up, so we need to remove the glove box. Glove box should be pretty simple. So this one, I'll push on those prongs down, and with one hand a little bit up like that, and then it comes off. It just pops off. Put this away. So, and then there's one on the top, which is 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. Let's disconnect this. What we've got there, little dash cam. We'll disconnect that for now. So I'm going to remove this one first, the top one, and see if I can get in there. Actually, I can do that. I can do that whilst I'm talking. I want to see if I can get to the place where I need to just by just removing the top one. Nope, something else is holding it into place. Well, let's go and take this off. So the bottom comes off. Oh yeah, I've got two more hidden. I wouldn't recommend unplugging that unless the battery is off. Well, unless the battery is disconnected, because it will bring probably, I don't want to try. You then would need a diagnostic to basically remove the airbag fault light. So I better not mess with that until actually disconnect the battery. If I need to get it out of the way, I'll just disconnect the battery. Just disconnect the negative terminal and there, and that's it. So now this one comes off, and then I need to disconnect the aux cable, and the USB by pushing these little things like that. It's a bit dodgy to record with freaking one eye there and one hand there and whatnot, so basically I can see from here. I'm gonna have to get rid of that. So this is here, 2 seconds. I'm gonna. Because this is. Well, basically, that there. I need to push it back. I'm gonna pull it back and then I'll show you. 2 seconds. Right, so now I can show you a bit better. I basically folded it onto itself, and as you can see, there's that hole there. What I usually do is I grab make sure that you're not hitting anything. I grab a screwdriver, stick it in there, and basically poke my way out like that, and then you go to the other side and see where it's going through, but here you barely can see anything. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna poke a longer one, fatter one, and then I'm gonna lube this with Vaseline and basically stick this cable through that hole, and then try and find this red cable in the engine bay, and basically that's how you pull the cable through. So once you see this, you just pull it out, attach your cable on that side. You can attach it on this side, you can attach it on the other side. Since my wiring harness comes with the pre-crimped ends, as you can see, the ends are pre-crimped, so I'm gonna have to be pulling it through the engine bay out. Otherwise, cut it off and then do it that way, or I cut it off and then join. But I like to fit it in, and then play about where I want to position my fuse holder and stuff like that. So I'm basically gonna put it on a time lapse. I'm gonna put this inside. I'm gonna get this wire through, feed the cable in, and then we'll proceed with the head unit removal, because the next step is to install the high to low input converter. Basically the power cable gone in, and like I said, fed that cable through. Happy days, went in there where it needed to, came out mint. All I've got to do is just attach the fuse holder and attach the cable to the positive terminal at the very end, and that's it. So now this will get routed. I'll just basically send it down the side, cable tight where I can. Now we need to pop, we'll have to be popping these plastics off to run the cables. As you can see, there's nothing special. I'm gonna feed this cable through all this existing loom holders and everything, which are really handy. And yeah, and Bob's your uncle. So now we need to get off this head unit and basically install the high to low input converter, and basically run our CAs, run all the remote there for the amp remote on, because I believe it does have remote on. It's not got out auto sense, so all this needs to be installed. So let's go. I'm gonna set yours up. We'll start with removing the head unit, which is pretty damn easy, and all that. So yeah, let's get it on. Right, so peeps, head unit removal. To be honest, it's pretty simple. So just grab the top and just pull it. You might feel that you're gonna break something, but no, that's how it is. And just keep working your way from the bottom and from the side. Work your way out, and that's it. And then plug for the the hazard lights, and that's the front face comes off. Easy as. And all you've got is 4 posi screws just in there. Like so. Then don't forget to pick up all your screws, or they will get lost, that's for sure. Oh, you little savage. Oppa. Well, that one's gone down there. I'm gonna have to fish it out later on. So what we've got, just disconnect all these connectors because they're just gonna be in the way. Disconnect all them, all these plugs and whatnot. Like so. See, you've got 4 screws. That's how it really holds in. Nothing else. Nothing else. So, wiring the high to low input converter. Well, that is a mission and a half. Mission and a half. So, as you remember from the first video on the doors, so the grey and pink, it's got like black writings on them. There's another one pink further down, but there's quite a few pink ones. But further down is another pink one, so you don't mess it up. So always go from the green. There's a little green cable, like PLS, like light green, and then goes grey, pink with a black things, white with something. So basically grey and pink, that's the 2 wires that we are gonna tap into, because we know that they are the speaker cables. If you look at the diagram that I was talking about, you can find it out for the 2006 to 2013. They're exactly the same like on this, as long as I was aware. As much as I looked through the diagram, it pretty much looked exactly the same. So I'm just gonna tap it on the grey and white cables, and then I will be looking for permanent live, and I'll be looking for ground. Well, ground, I know it's that one, the black and white one on the side. All I have to do is probably this red one is going to be the live continuous live. So I'm gonna fast forward it. I'm gonna cut this all open, join the cables, join basically all the bits and bobs, and then I'll explain to you what color is what and which one you need to look for. Well, as I've noticed further, as soon as I've cut it further, you can straight away see the difference between the speaker cables and other cables, whatever they are for. So we've got basically twisted ones, so they're all going to be for the speaker. So we've got purple and grey, pink and grey, purple and orange, white and red, and like sort of lightish brown and pink, and they're all twisted in pairs, so they're going to be speaker ones. So pretty much you can tap into any of them, but I'm just going to go for the one that I know exactly that it is a speaker wire, which is grey and pink. I even know that the pink is negative and the grey is positive. It doesn't really matter for the high to low input converter for the bass, because it's still mono sound at the end of it. It's not stereo or nothing. It's not like you're wiring the doors for the door speakers or amps. if it would be wiring in it for the door speakers, like to run door speakers, then you have to have positives and negatives correct way, otherwise there will be phase issues or something like that. But never mind, this is for the sub. Basically you just get your high to low converter. So you've got all these cables here. Basically I've got the Renegade one, you can use wide one or you can use, I always recommend for people to use one that comes with the remote out, then you don't have to look for another place where to tap into to get the remote for the subwoofer and stuff like that. It just makes things easier. So basically what we do is here you've got these two speaker cables for basically 4 RCA, 2 RCAs and 4 cables. So join white, black with a black stripe and grey with a black stripe together, because these are your negatives. So you join them together, like I said, that's why it's a sub, it doesn't really matter. Then you've joined the solid white and solid grey together as well, and that's your positive. So I can straight away now wire these two cables to pink negative, grey positive. Done. Next, what I'm looking for is some do have, some don't. I've got this brown cable which is another second grounding for the RCA. If you do install a 4-channel and sometimes it can make an engine noise or something like that, you can ground this separately or pair it with black. For the subwoofer I never do that, I just put it away, and at the end I'll just tape it up so it's not in the way, because I don't really need it. For a subwoofer, for such a low noise, you're not even gonna hear. If you do, it may be, you know what, it's always the case that something like that happens, you can ground it straight away. That's entirely up to you. Not all of the high to low converters will come with the separate grounding again for the converter itself. So obviously black is your ground, so I'll find the ground on this harness, which I know black and white is going to be the ground. All I have to find is the permanent live or remote, whatever. Permanent live, you just, well, basically permanent live, you connect it permanent live. Every time this converter senses the music output from the speakers, it will send the signal to the remote on, turn the amplifier on, and that's it. Then you turn it off after half a minute or how long it is, whatever, it will go off. So I'm gonna get down to business, wire all these things in, and basically we'll proceed with the subwoofer install. So peeps, after testing and whatnot, basically on the second plug, the grey cable there's like on the top. So that one, the speaker one, is on the bottom, and there's another one on the top. So on the top one, there's only one grey cable, and that is live when the car is on. So that's the one that you need to tap into. And on the first one, the black and white, like I was saying, is the ground. so like that, and basically then, I don't know, you can tape this back up. Now I'm gonna tape it all back up. I'm gonna plug the head unit in, and we'll see how it comes on. I'm just quickly installing a connection for the just the remote out, so you can take it on and off if you want to, and just leave the converter in the car for the next owner or whatever reasons. So let me plug the head unit in. Right, so as you can see, it's come on now. As you put the ignition on, you gotta have the ignition on, otherwise it's not gonna turn on the sub. And as soon as the ignition goes off, the remote control goes off altogether. By the look of it, this doesn't have a permanent life, although, oh yeah, head unit doesn't come on. So then you put ignition on. It does come on, but this doesn't come on. But if you've got like a full ignition on, it's on. A bit strange, but I suppose it's Nissan. But there you go, that's basically all wired up. If you want to, you can, I'm gonna kill this noise. I hate this beeping. Why do you have, I've still got the other door open. It doesn't make sense. But whatever. So right, everything is connected, everything's there. So that's that. Stick that in, and basically yeah, I need to take some pictures. Well, actually, my bad. I'm not putting screws all in because I will be installing a 4-channel lamp. So we'll leave the head and the button back together for later now. So basically now, next is to run all those cables. And unfortunately, people, this is the end of the part 2. I do apologize, I didn't realize myself, but we will continue with this in a part 3. Thanks a lot for watching. Like and share, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.